If you get out of this door, just go forward straight. There's a door on your left. You enter directly, and there is female on the left and then male on the right. So feel free if you want to use the bathroom. Can the sound go down a little bit for us here? All right. So in 8 minutes, 2 minutes, we are going with the show, but there will be some few things we need to understand. We want you to keep your phones all on silence. All phones on silence. Technical, is this allowed to video? Are people allowed to video? Because it's going live already. So are they wanted to compete for tonight's show? However, we have to shortlist them all to 15. And so if you are here, you must know that you are already lucky. And this lucky does not mean you are just lucky. It means you've been found worthy of your work. I'll come back again to just give us the round rules for the slam, which is very basic and simple, which the slammers already know. But for the audience, we'll engage you just by letting you know that you do not have to clap out loud during the performance. If you finish the performance, then you can clap. But whilst the performance is going on and you feel something in your body or in your bones, you can always do like this, because the clapping or the shouting can distract the person's performance. So please, let's keep these notes and then make sure that we don't distract them, because it's not easy. You see, even me, I can't speak very well. You see, I have some fear in my voice. It's like that with everybody. When you get the mic and you stand on stage, it is not easy. So let's help them so that they can do this for us. I want to before acknowledge our guest judge who have flew all the way from Kenya to be here with us. Raya, let's show some love for Raya, who is also a former slam poet and is a very powerful performer in Kenya. She is also into other things, but I think we will have her say something later when the show is going on. Also, we have a slam queen who has also come from Germany to be with us to help us do this show. So she's usually, if it's a man or we are doing the national slam, we have a slam master like the MC who runs this. However, tonight for us here, we are fortunate to have a slam queen who have joined us to be our slam queen for tonight's show. So let's show some love for Angelina Anthony, who is also Mrs. Solomon. Let's show some love for Angie Anthony. Now, to see how the slam goes, we will first of all have a curtain raiser by one of my students who is very young. I won't say her name, you'll see her by herself, to do a piece on stealth colonizers for us. And I want you to give her a round of applause as we have Adepa come up on the stage to give us an opening piece. Let's show some love. Clapping is free. Let's give it to her. Let's give it to her. Let's give it to Adepa. Let's keep clapping until she gets here. Let's keep clapping until she gets here. Let's keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping. This is Adepa. I've been working with them online, just online. We've never met in person for us to do any rehearsals. It's just online. So, Adepa, your audience.
Good evening, everyone. In the belly of our motherland, a silent invasion unfolds. You see, them no come this time with guns and bombs. No ships, no shackles. It's our cravings they colonized. They took our wache, called it rice and beans with attitude. They took our nkati cake and called it peanut brittle. They took sobolo and called it hibiscus mocktail. Suddenly, it's classy because a white chef poured it. Colonization didn't die. It's only evolved. Now it's influencer style. It goes viral on TikTok with the same things our mothers were mocked for. See, I grew up thinking spaghetti had more class than abolo kebanku, thinking fufu was so messy for dinner tables with chandeliers. That's calling my daughter MFA would end her denial in boardrooms. You see, I was born at the pa, a genealogy of the Anonafa called Ebusia, but they said it's too hard to pronounce. So now I'm a D on CVs. Sometimes Kojo became Joe, Essie became Essie. They said Ajimai was too hard to say. But how come they say Beauregard and Schwarzenegger so well? They renamed us before we could remember who we were. Fed us foreign food to lose taste for our own stories. They said, don't speak vernacular. It's unprofessional. But tell me, what's more profane than forgetting your own name? I'm tired of how colonialism slide down its but picked up fork and knife. Tired of how we rename ourselves so we can be seen when we were royalty before mirrors were made. I want to name my son Ihagwenyo Ameyablo Kojo Agbaleko. So the day he walks into an office, I know culture just entered the room. I want to serve Bantini Kontombre album. Awadiko be a trimlet right. I want to stop asking, do you have an English name? Because culture is not a costume. It's not something you picked up when you feel Africa enough. So let it be known. We know the difference between being influenced and being infiltrated. And we know when something is borrowed and when it's stolen. And we know that when food loses its taste, it loses its story. You can't rename our food and erase our memory. You can't rebrand our names and think you own our identity. Still colonizers, thou came for hunger, but you're starving for truth. Salam.
Let's show some love. Let's show some love. Let's show some love, yeah? Let's show her some love. Adepa, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So this is Adepa. This is what's going to be happening here tonight. This flow is going to be more harder than this. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Ehalakasa. Ehalakasa comes from three different words. Eha in ever means song. La in Ga means sing. And then kasa in tree or akan means talk or speak. And these three words we put together to form Ehalakasa. So if I say Ehalakasa, you say it lives in us. Why does it live in us? We believe that before we were born or when we were born, nobody teach any baby how to say nge. That instinct is inborn. And so if you have anything to express, it's already here before you came out from your mother's womb. So don't say you don't have anything to say. All of us have something to say, and that's what we want to hear here tonight. So, Ehalakasa. Ehalakasa. Tonight is going to be power, it's going to be words, it's going to be lyrics, it's going to be things that I do not know. The slammers here have one job to do, to deliver. They've prepared their pieces. One is on the theme of the slam. What's the theme of the slam? Her voice, crying. The battery of the mic is shaking, so we need to change it. Her voice is not a crime. The voice is not a crime, is the theme. And this theme piece, with agreement with the slammers, they want to do it at the end of the slam. So we have 3 rounds. 3 round slam. Each piece or each round, each poet has 3 minutes for their piece. If you go beyond your 3 minutes, there is a penalty of 1 point taken out of your total score. However, you have a 10-second grace period, meaning that if you exhaust your 3 minutes and you still haven't finished, you have 10 seconds to continue. If you go beyond that 10 seconds, then at the end of your total score, your performance, the judges will put their scores together, and then we know that we are going to take 1 point off. You have no power to engage the audience. Your piece must be original. You must write the piece. We have the piece you've represented to us in the hard copy. So if you are here and you hear a certain line in the piece and you think you've heard it somewhere before, after that piece, let us know so that we'll go and cross-check if it's true that this piece, we know it somewhere. So those who are intellectuals and you can open your brain and you know that you've read this somewhere before, make sure you let us know so that we will nullify that piece or that poem in the rounds. You do not have the power to use anything like costume. Everybody is here on what they are wearing, and that is what they are presenting. You cannot take off your cap and then shake it and do like this, or take up your scarf and do like this, or do any other thing. You can do anything with your body. Your voice is your instrument. You can't use any prop. These are just the basic rules. You can sing for like 30 seconds, but not beyond that. You can also use your body as an instrument, a cappella. You can do beatbox. All these things are allowed for you to do. But what you cannot do is what you can do. If you understand that, I leave that to you. So these ladies here are our scorekeeper and then our timekeeper. Let's show them some love. Let's give them some love. Let's give them some love. Let's give them some love. Yeah? So the timekeeper is there because when you come up here, and the mic is probably here, we have to do this because some of you, when you get up here, you are in a different world, so you don't know what you are doing. You have all the time to adjust the mic the way you want it. I know this mic is dancing, but feel free. You can always do anything with it. Turn like this. Do anything you want. Adjust, remove, or do anything. Stand well. Breathe in, breathe out. Take your time. When your first goes through the mic, the timekeeper will start rolling the time. Slammers, this is for you. It's not for the audience. So if you get here, make sure you relax. Take your time. Don't say the mic is not working and start looking at people's. Nobody will come here and save you. Please remember this. Make sure whether the mic stand is what you are going to use or not, make sure you use it, or if you don't want to use it, just pull it out. Use the space and then do your thing, 3 minutes, and then leave. That is what it is. Now, we have our guest performers who are going to do a piece for us to open, and then we'll use our jury to check or score them so we see how the real slam is going to go. We have here the former 2023 slam champions. They are called Incorrect. But before they come, we want to select our jury. We have 2 here already, which we have curated and selected them. One came from Kenya, and then one is Madagana, who is a slam champion, who is a performer and a poet, a writer, a translator, who has been with the slam scene in Ghana for years now, and she's here as one of the judges for us. Let's show her some love. Let's show Madagana some love, yeah? Seems like I've been talking too much, but these rules are very important for the show to run. So, we will need 3 more ladies or women who are of 18 years and of a sound mind. 18 years and above and of a sound mind who can judge for us. The jury doesn't need anything. You don't need a book. You don't need anything. We have a scorecard 1 to 10. If you feel the performance, all you do is give between 1 to 10. Either you give 1. If people clap or they didn't clap and you want to give 2, feel free. We just want the right person to be the winner for tonight. And so, can I see by hands, we already have 2 slammers here. And if you know any of the poets, just in case, if you know any of the poets, yes, we can say you can. But if you try to give them the highest score, the rule of the slam allows that a high score will be dropped and a low score will be dropped. And so if you think you are favoring that person, make sure you favor the person well based on the work he has produced or delivered. And so there's no way we can have any biasness here. What I've said is that if you finish the score, we'll take one high score out and then one low score out. So ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 here. I need to see some other 2 or 3 more. Who is here who wants to be a judge and is 18 years and above and of a sound mind? You know what a sound mind is? Yeah? All right. With my eyes, I can sense and tell. So I can't see. Okay, madam with the yellow, I think I can. What we are doing now is very important because it determines who is going to be. So 10. Check that. You can sit there. Sit wherever you are. Okay. Okay, so we need 2 more to go. Are you friends or sisters? What are you? Friends. Do you have a friend who is slamming? You do. We don't want to know, but make sure that you judge with clarity and understanding. Please feel free. Take one. No, take all the bunch here. No, all the bunch here. Keep it. That is 1 to 10. All right, last one. Last one. Jury. My students, look at them. Should we have a student to be a judge? Should we? It's only the students who are saying yes. Wait, please. Let's give it to this madam. Do you have somebody slamming? Hey, are you sure? You have a daughter. Shall we? Shall we do this? She's a teacher as well. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, let's take this to another person because, madam, do you have somebody slamming? No? Okay. Shall we give it to her? Musru. Thank you. All right, so judges, your job is very simple. You are only scoring between 1 to 10. 1 to 10. So we are going to use incorrect as our example. They will come up here, perform, but it's not for them as part of the slammers. They are our guest performers. We'll be having them to do this for us, I think 2 or 3 times. So please feel free and then have the pleasure of let me welcome Incorrect. Let's show some love for Incorrect 2023 SheShe Slam champions. Show some love for them. Show some love. Show some love. Let's keep clapping until they get on stage. Let's keep clapping. Let's keep clapping. Let's keep clapping. Yeah.
in a leprosy pot.
C. Writing isn't easy.
Standing here isn't easy.
Manipulating and saying it as it is isn't easy.
But if they think it is,
Tell them
incorrect, say, if it be easy, make them do it.
Ehalakasa. 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 The fire has just begun. Are you here? Timekeeper. Timekeeper. Just say it like that. 1 minute 38 seconds. 1 minute 38 seconds. 1 minute 38 seconds. Judges. Judges. At the same time, judges. 7, 10, 9, 10, 7. 7, 10, 9, 10, 7. We drop this small 7. We drop this big 10. 9 plus 10 plus 7. 9 plus 10 plus 7. Hey, 9 plus 10 plus 7. Don't be confused. It's 26. You're right. So this is how the show is going to go. So make sure that you are the audience. You are going to tell the slam queen what the scores are. And then the score queen will also put it down on the paper. So at the end of the day, don't come and say there is any kulu kulu. Are you ready for the show? Are you ready for the show? Are you ready for the show? So if we can have the first number 1 slammer on the screen, then the show is ready to begin. So I can invite the slam queen to take over the microphone, Angelina Anthony. I understand that the first performer is Adiza. Yeah? So please, let's welcome Mrs. Anthony, Angelina, Mrs. Solomon. Show some love. Yeah? Oh, you want to tell them who the first person?
You can do it.
I can do that, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, she's giving me the pleasure to announce the first person. So the first performer is Adiza. Let's show some love to welcome Adiza. So use this mic over there. Thank you.
When I was 4, I had a big dream of the future. I saw myself sitting behind a computer, clicking destiny into existence. Control plus shift plus S, success, no glitches. Or maybe helping a woman deliver in the labor ward, saving lives and being called a doctor instead of, hey, you small boy, move, run. But before I could even finish being a child, life threw me out of service. I found myself in the labor market instead of the labor ward, knocking on tinted car windows and dragging people's clothes along pavements with 100% courage, as if they all mean something. You wake up to an alarm. I wake up to car horns, ambulance sirens, and the market shouting my name. See, my mates are dancing and singing to A for apple, B for ball, C for cat, and D for dog. But for me, A is for Agboguluchi market, B for begging for bread, C for coins, and D for don't touch my car. My dream was to work in the labor ward. Now, I work under the sun, pushing hard as if in labor. Perhaps it's the same thing, labor and labor. For the treasurer mate, my name is Hey Boy. For the woman at Makola, I am Small Boy. And for the security man, Move. No one knows my real name. But hey, hear me. The next time you see me meandering between cars in traffic, know that I'm chasing dreams. Know that my story is different from your sugar-coated life, and know that my worn-out feet tells a story of survivor. So next time, don't call me small boy. Call me the hope you forgot behind tinted windows, because one day I'll sit behind that computer. I'll wear that white coat. And when people ask of my name, I'll tender it loud. And you finally know I was here all along.
Timekeeper? 2 minutes and? 2 minutes and 8 seconds. 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Judges? All the judges, please. So we have 8, 9, 7, 7, 7. So we take 1 7 out and 1 9 out. So 7 plus 7 plus 8 is? Pardon? 22, yes. Score gamer? Yes, you have it. The next one is Divine Joy.
I am not here to sit. I am pregnant with emotions, but I'm not here to spit. I am not here to blow my own horn through tempestuous trumpet. I am standing here in the midst of myths, shadow trap in smoke, tears that flow like the words of an anthem. They ask me, why do I cry? I ask them, who am I not to cry? I am a child. My weakness defines me and every one of my shortcomings. In a world called school, I am forced to comply with or without answers. I am forced to reply if I cry too much. The word will imply that I am weak and powerless. In a world where people are ruthlessly heartless, I am a lonely child. If I seek friendship, I am bullied. If I seek to play, I am rejected and sullied. I wish to win someday and feel the glory. But the path to win is riddled with riddles of forgotten attempts. But how do I win if I don't try? How do I relieve myself of pain if I don't cry? In basic school, my brain was black and blank, so I was stuck at the last position. In basic 3, I could not spell the word read because I could not read. I aimed to be a superstar, but my scars would not let me be. I looked sharp, but was very blank, just like the word blank on the inside. But why? Why is it so? The environment wasn't good. I was a kid, but I war with my own emotions. I wasn't a dull child, please believe me. Maybe I tried battling the battle at hand all by myself because I didn't grow up with my own parents. I tried to be better. I changed location, but the rich kid I met in the city mocked me because of my inability to construct a clean sentence. I was bullied because of my wretched dressing, the color of my teeth, my torn skirt, and my inability to fight back. I wasn't presentable as a child, so they called me ugly. I tried to play with a kid in my class, and she said to me, "Don't you dare come close. You cannot read. You can't even be my friend." Guess what? That kid became a game changer. I then made promise to myself and followed. In no time, I started topping my class with good grades, and most of my mates want to make friendship with me. Friendship? How do they define friendship? My mom told me a friend is someone who knows the word to my heart and sings it back to me when I forget the words. You don't know the words, how then you become my friend? Friends, what are the color of my eyes? You don't know. You left me in the dark.
Timekeeper. Come again. 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 17 seconds. 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Judges? Yes. 7, 10, 8, 8, 8. So we take 1 8 out and 1 10 out. So 1 7 and 1 10. Yeah, thank you. 8 plus 8 plus, you keep it down because yours we have eliminated. So 8 plus 7 is 16, and then 20, 23, 23. The next one is Olamide.
I am Olamide Akoni, and I am not an addict. You only met me after the shaking, after the jaw clenching, daylight breaking, after the neighbors learned my pacing, but not the nights that started the taking. You call it choice. Funny word. Choice sounds clean, like I woke up one day and preferred a powder over breathing normally, like my brain wasn't storming constantly. First time, I didn't fly, I just didn't drown. For once, the world stopped spinning me around. For once, silence didn't make a sound. So yeah, I went back. No, not for the euphoria, that's your myth. I went back for the absence of this replay, this ache, this always awake memory chewing me bone by bone down marrow bone while everyone swore I wasn't alone. See, alone is loud. You don't know loud until your thoughts stand in a crowd all screaming your name like blame is a language and you are fluent. The drug just translated it quiet. You think I loved it? I loved relief. There's a difference. But grief looks the same from the outside, Chief. You saw a spiral, I saw a seatbelt. You saw a coffin, I saw something that helped, and yeah, I lied. But so did hope. Hope said try while handing me rope. Hope said time like time wasn't slow when every second insisted I go. By the time it owned me, I already knew. Addiction isn't a surprise, it is a bill coming due. You don't wake up trapped. You notice too late. The door was never locked, you just preferred the state. I don't want dead, I want to live. Because sober, I am sharp. Every memory cuts. High, I am numb, but numb never butts into conversations I am trying to survive. I'm not proud. Don't clap when I quit. There is no victory speech. Every take clean is just me standing out of reach from the only thing that obeyed when my own brain disobeyed. I'm not proud. I'm not healed. I only ran out of places to feel.
Timekeeper. 2 minutes and 14 seconds. 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Judges? So can you keep lifted up until I'm done? Yes? Okay, so 9 plus 9 plus 10 plus 7 and 10. So we kick out this 10 and this 7. So you can put your card down. So 9 plus 9 plus 10 is 28. 28. The next one is say word.
Round of applause. It's the nicest person to ever exist. Take it. I mean, you may as well get something for your disgusting lack of boundaries. You're so focused on how people will perceive you that you change your form to conform to their norms. You soak everything people tell you like a tissue. You're the one everyone runs to because you never have an issue. How does it feel to be the rug, the doormat, the one everyone leaves behind and walks away from? You're the one everyone comes to because they know that you cannot say a simple two-letter word to save your own soul. Let me diagnose you today. You have the inability to say no. Aren't you tired? Aren't you drained? Your yearning for validation is evident when you speak. What kind of chains are these? Allow me to set you free today. Run away. Leave. Those spaces that don't take you for granted. Leave that room that takes you for granted. Leave the people who reap everything you sow. Leave that place. Because it's sad to see you suffering in pain. But let's face the truth. The only reason why you want them to like you is because you do not like yourself. So why should I even come to your help? Let me end with this. Remember that the exact people that stand and clap for you and later on take everything from you till you choke will leave you at the roadside one day. Remember me.
Timekeeper. 1 minute and 49 seconds. 1 minute and 49 seconds. Judges? 77889. So we take down the 9, please, and the 17. You can take it down. So 7 plus 8 is? Come again? 23. 23. So the next one is Mame Essie.
My body. We're really talking about my body. My body. What to do with my body. One time, rewind. Cannot get this. Oh my God. This shit right. Mind your business, not mine. This is my body. Well, when I was in senior high school, I was the youngest. I had the skinny body. I had no friends, and I was all alone. Well, people called me names. Why are you so bony? What's wrong with you? Do you even eat at all? Is everything well with you? You hear words from your aunties, uncles, and grannies telling you, come for food. Well, I had to go through all this. And I never believed in myself. So it took a while to get to this place where people call you lucky, people call you beautiful, people call you
Timekeeper. 1 minute and 32 seconds. 1 minute and 32 seconds. Judges, please. Six, 6, 5, 4, 3. We put down the 3 and your 6, please. So 6 plus 5 plus 4 is 15. 15. The next person is Poema.
It always starts with a hey. Turns into how was your day, turns into why won't you give me your number? You're not even all that. A man is a fist disguised as a handshake. Threats dressed up as desire. Entitlement with a heartbeat. Did you hear me say no? He didn't. Because when you are a woman, you're only half human. Say nothing about refusal. Don't tell him how his insistence is making your body crawl. Don't say you don't talk to strangers. He might get angry. His fists might hit your face. It always starts with, pretty girl, I just want to be friends. Pretty girl, I like the way you walk. I like the way you talk. I like the way your waist moves. Did you see me squirm? Did you see I was uncomfortable? You see, the thing with these men is they have selective hearing but think they have general access to your body. And yes, you caused it. Your short skirt and makeup, but I was not in a short skirt. Your inability to say no. I said no 5 times. Your refusal to accept his advances. But that is not my fault. No one cares. It always starts with a hey. Turns into how was your day? Turns into what was she wearing? Did she say no? Why did she agree to go out with him? Her story is not adding up. Are there enough bruises on her skin to prove the crime happened? Is she covered in sin because a sinner touched her? You know we live in a world that deems it more of a sin to be a victim than it is to be criminal. It always starts with the hey. turns into how was your day, turns into why won't you give me your number. It always starts with a hey and will probably end your life.
Thank you, Pa. 1 minute? 1 minute and 55 seconds. 1 minute and 55 seconds. Judges, can you please raise up your cards? Can you keep really up? Can you stretch your arms? Yeah, we do some exercise here. So 10, 10, 10, 8, 10. So we take the 8 down. Please keep it up. And 110 we put down. So 10 plus 10 plus 10 is? Yes. 30. So the next one is A, B, and SheShe.
Like everyone else, I too had a mother and a father now. Both are found in a singular person, one in the other. I remember trips down to his place during school vacations. I thought of my father's as a place of recreation up until that summer. A phone call would unfold the trauma, not curtail the shadow that my mother tried to cover from my eyes, brimming with innocent misdemeanor, playing with my dolls, making a mess in the halls, oh, the drama. But either way, yes, I saw the shadow. I heard the little matters that my mother tried to utter in a whisper. So I decided to listen closer to pick up the burning truth from the cluster that she tried to smother. But then I heard it all together, and as to whether the caller did tell her that my father once in a corner is now a goner, or whether the teller, a sympathetic kind of fella, did not matter. Why? Because all I heard was my heart shatter, my mom's breakdown, making the truth even clearer. Oh, the terror written in her eyes. Oh, the horror that I tried my best to disguise. Because his demise, God, I don't want to recall the size of the canyon that I left so grand in our lives. But whatever. I've learned to act like it didn't matter, because I see how hard my mother has to suffer, filling in the gaps that my father had to offer, and I love her for trying so hard for my pleasure, to keep me on a straight path so I never wander. It's a wonder how she never tires of my blunder, never complains of the pains, makes me ponder. See, my mother, the epitome of the word humble. She strives endlessly so I never stumble in this life with many opportunities that I can fumble. She puts me on a pedestal, believing I'ma handle all the trouble. Her words sensible, her advice thoughtful. Proverbs 31:26, her character in a bubble. So I thank God for that woman is worth way more than a gold medal. She makes pirate treasure seem just like a little pebble. So actually, unlike everyone else, I'm on a higher stanza level, because I still hear my daddy's bass hired in my mommy's treble.
Timekeeper. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Judges? So 9, 8, 8, 8, 8. We take 1 8 down. Thank you. And 1 9 down. So 8 plus 8, 24. 24. The next one is Abisiwene.
Daddy told me I wouldn't get someone to call a husband if I kept being me. When he said me, he meant a she who wanted to be heard and seen. I had no problem with Daddy's advice. I had a problem with how Daddy advanced with his advice. He made it sound like marriage should be my top priority as a female. Something sort of marriage first, everything can follow the trail. Daddy conveyed what society had constantly voiced out, made noise about, created great hullabaloo out of marriage. Marriage is best, for God knows best. And our best God says a man and a woman shall unite and become one to enjoy companionship, give rise to family, and insert stakes or logs into holes without the fear of being trapped. And if feminism was defined the way it ought to be, daddy shouldn't have a reason to worry at all. Unfortunately, the concept of feminism is masked in a rude female who had no interest in marriage or raising a family for that matter. A female who wanted the world to tilt so women would dominate men. A woman who wanted to dominate man. There is a lot wrong with this definition, for a feminist doesn't necessarily have to be a female. Feminism doesn't dwell on making a woman dominate a man. Feminism says, in everything done, women and men should be seen in the same light. Of course, the genders differs biologically in terms of genetic makeup, physical strength, and height. That shouldn't determine their plight in society. Shouldn't be the reason why we deny the spotlight. Feminism advocates for equal rights, equal opportunities, equal resources, equal recognition, equal attention. It shouldn't have to be same. It must be equal. A man should therefore be allowed to cry if the need be. A woman should be allowed to rule if she so desires. Emphasis on a woman should be allowed to rule if she so desires. Because why not? A woman must be heard when she speaks, must be seen when she walks past, must be obeyed when she commands, must be human, and must be treated as one. Once again, going all rude, hating men, swaying from respect and humility, has never formed part of true feminism. Being recognized and acknowledged is.
Timekeeper. 2 minutes and 28 seconds. 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Judges. 7, 7, 8, 8, 9. We can put down this 7 and this 9. Thank you. So 7 plus 8 plus 8 is? 7 plus 7 plus 8 plus 8 is? 23. 23. So the next person is Porcupine.
A small but a simple request is made. A place to pray, a moment to kneel, a space for faith to breathe. No. Time moved by bells and timetables, yet faith is not given a minute. Prayer waits in silence. Your zikr and your dua searches for corners. Worship learns to apologize for existing. And a student learns that education has space for everything except her faith. Ramadan arrives quietly. Aisha hides her food for sahur before dawn, iftar after sunset. The world insists you fit your faith into their schedule or go without. Outside the classrooms, the community continues the lessons. Your name attracts suspicion. Assumptions formed even before you walk into a room. They hear his name and they flinch. Suddenly, my fabric is fear. My identity becomes a threat. A covering meant for devotion is treated like danger. My choice of faith makes me the enemy. Fasting becomes a disruption. Discipline becomes a difference that sets you apart. Your faith becomes a spectacle. And yet, I seem to recollect there was a time the world covered its faces together. Nose masks in exam halls, in classrooms, in every public space. Covered faces meant safety. It meant responsibility. It meant care. But when the covering means faith, the meaning changes. One covering protects the body, the other protects the soul. So why is one condemned and the other accepted? We were promised freedom, loudly, belief, and expression, but only when it is comfortable, only when it does not bow. You say we can believe, yes. Just don't look like it. Don't pause for it. Don't kneel for it. But understand this. We are not problems. We are not press releases. We are not policies. We are Muslims. And when we say Allahu Akbar, it is not rebellion. It is a remembrance. And we will not shrink so you can stay comfortable.
Timekeeper. 2 minutes and 47 seconds. 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Judges? Can you raise up your hand, please, number 7, so that I can clearly see it? Thank you. 8, 9, 9, 7, 8. So we take the 8 down and the 7, please. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Thank you. 8. So 7 and 9 we keep down. So 8 plus 9 plus 8 is? 8 plus 8 plus 9 is? Yeah, 25. 25. So the next person is Belle.
Hi, I'm 20. Not young enough for them to pat on the head and not old enough for them to sit down and listen. Stuck between this confusing world of you get to when you're older and you should have known better. They throw you are young at massive that stop life from hitting. Like pain reads birth certificates. No. Life don't wait. It kicked the door down and threw fear in my face. It gave me scars I didn't end but somehow carry. 20. But I've loved like a fool. Like love was forever and I ended up choking on goodbyes. I've cried into my palms in locked bathrooms because apparently heartbreaks needs to be silent too. I'm 20. They call me moody. I call it crawling through hell. They say I'm soft. I call it feeling everything yet still standing. They say you overthink. I said I've been fucked over enough to question every damn smile. I'm 20, yeah, with dreams too big for this world and hope that felt too heavy sometimes. And a voice in my head whispering, what if we are not enough? What if they are right? What if being 20 means sit down, be small, stay quiet? But no, I've seen girls swallow their world just to be loved by someone. I've seen boys drowning, be a man, when all they wanted was a safe place to fall apart. So yeah, I'm 20, but I've lived enough to know that life don't hand out mercies. I've dragged myself through nights where the stars don't even bother to look my face. So yes, I may be 20, but that is enough. Enough to break, enough to rise, enough to build, enough to become. I may be 20, but life don't read certificates.
Timekeeper. 1 minute and 34 seconds. 1 minute and 34 seconds. Judges? Seven, 8, 9, 8, 7. So we take that 1, 7 down and the 1, 9 down. So 8 plus 8 plus 7 is 23. 23. The next slammer is Miss Perfect. Sorry, there was 1 second. There was a mistake by the counting. So porcupine is 24 instead of 25. 24. Thank you very much.
Baby girl, I know that talking doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't make it less a crime or fix the damages. I know that talking often opens wounds and awakens nightmares. It makes it harder, I know. But I want you to talk. talk to prevent the harm. Talking must not come after the harm like some first aid procedure. Always talk to prevent the crime. Talk to somebody. Talk about the ugly looks they use to trace your body. Talk about the dirty whispers they plant in your ears that make you shrink. Talk to somebody about their first attempt to corner you and the threats to fire you if they don't do it. Talk to somebody. Talk about how they touch you in places, only in places nobody sees them do it. Talk, 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 talk. Because talk is voice and voice is word and your word is power. Your word is your defense. Let's talk before the crime, not after the crime. Talk to somebody today.
Timekeeper. 58. 1 minute and 58 seconds. 1 minute and 58 seconds. Judges? Excuse me, madam, can you raise your arm so that we can clearly see? Thank you. 9, 8, 10, 8, 8. Can we put that 8 down and that 10 down? So 8 plus 8 plus 9 is? Come again, 25. 25. The next slammer is Essie.
I am a criminal. I've been on the run for a very long time, running from the sins I did not commit, the ones I encountered in my past, the ones I am happily indulging, and the ones targeting my future. I am a fugitive. The mistakes of my father live in my belly and kick me in and out of schizophrenia. The experiences of my mother makes me suspicious of everyone and everything. The wails of my sisters throw me into a deep sea of confusion. The silent moans of my brothers disturb my spirit. I am lost. And my soul is on a torn soul worn off for being on my heels night and day. Can I ever be free? Does freedom cost a soul? For I am losing me in my quest for freedom. I have eaten forbidden fruit, drank blood in my thirst, traveled the road less traveled, in a worse world than I was birthed in. I carry weight. Traumas, fears, expectations, weights that are not mine to carry. Can I have my own world? A world where I can be free, a world where I am free from judgment, a world where I am free from expectations, a world where I wear my chains like adornment, a world where I can fly where my heart leads me, a world where I can live my fullest. Eyes untainted, mind free, heart full of pure love. I am a criminal, and I wear my story on my thumb and on my arm.
Timekeeper. 1 minute and 55 seconds. 1 minute and 55 seconds. Judges, please. Can you stretch your arm? Thank you. 10, 9, 9, 8, 8. We take that 1 8 down, please, and that 1 10 down. So 9 plus 9 plus 8 is 26. 26. Our next slammer is Efa.
up, you big head bamboozler? Blemish skin with a pimple face, wretched hair and a gigantic nose. Body at TV was the product of a retarded goldsmith man. Rigid, flat ass and a broad shoulder, and you claim this is a woman now. Your fashion sense screams inferiority, and you think you got talent. Pure mediocrity. She was here, wasn't she? When it seems like I'm getting too close and I can feel it, something vibrating inside me, and I'm celebrating. Something vibrating inside me and I'm celebrating. Outside them, they kill me. My own self, they kill me. My anxiety, my inferiority, what? Them all, they kill me. But I can't cast her away with the Holy Ghost because she is still me. So for tonight, I walk in my own fire. With every insult I told myself, every no I told myself, I stand here because I know you, Effa. Effa, you are strong. You are a young lady with a vision and you are a rebel on a mission. Your motivation is to spark integration. Effa, you are my fight. Effa, you are my song. Effa, you can do all things. Effa, tonight, whatever that may happen, I stand here with you. As I go, you go with me. As Effa, my comforter. Thank you.
Timekeeper. 1 minute and 43 seconds. 1 minute and 43 seconds. Judges? Seven, 8, 7, 7. So we take that 1 8 out, down and that 1 7. So 7 plus 7 plus 7 is 20. Yes, 21. 21. Next slammer is Porchford.
I am in my final month of being 20. 30 suns from now, when the moon resets, I'll be 21. They say 21 is the key. I'm still trying to unlock why my eyes are always leaking. I cry a lot. My brothers call me the crybaby of the family. And I know I get that from my mom. Genes don't lie. Unlike that man who told you if you leave him, he will die. I suffer from a disease with no known cure. The people-pleasing pathology. It comes from home. It started from my father's inability to validate me. When the man who is supposed to be your first true hero becomes anything but that, you spend your life trying to find him in the eyes of strangers, projecting transference. You long to hear people tell you, you're doing so well, you're good enough. Tying your worth to opinions that change with the wind is the equivalent of running a fool's errand. It is because of this and many other reasons that I realized I cannot eat love. I can't eat love. It doesn't feel the whole where fathers I'm proud of you should have been. So don't ask me why I'm 20 and haven't dated. Don't ask me why I take to my heels at the mention of love. And don't ask me why I'm not open enough. My blueprint for love is a broken window. All I see are distorted images. I've been conditioned to a life of hitting your partner and justifying that it's because you love them. I've seen the world's most loving couple turn love into a weapon. Why would I want that for myself? I'm not doing hard girl things. I've learned it's better to be safe than sorry. Because truth is, I am icy on the exterior, but a lover at heart, I cannot crack. I am afraid of losing myself, afraid of loving deeply. Every night I cry. I cry because I miss people. I want someone of my own, but I cannot risk it. People change, people die, and I am not a god to reverse all of these things. They'll hurt me, and I'll still want them back. When my breastbone starts to hurt and my throat constricts and tears well in my eyes, I want to look away from feeling. I want to deflect with humor, irony, anything to keep me from feeling directly. We all know how loving ends. I want to fall in love with the world anyways. To make it love, crack me open. I want to feel what there is to feel while I'm still here. The hunger, the ache, the leaking eyes. I cannot eat love, but I am finally ready to taste it.
Thank you, Pa. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Judges, please. 10, 10, 10, 9, 10. Can we take down this one 9 and this one 10? So 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 30. So the last slammer we see today is Jay Mensah.
God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever the cause of freedom and of rights. Fill our hearts with true humility. Make us cherish, fearless. The word is honesty. Young woman, I said the word is honesty. I guess this is where I draw the line on patriotism. Because tell me why I am expected to be patriotic in a land filled with dishonesty. A land with great tanks that lie and still call it sovereignty. They fulfill promises when ballot boxes start whispering their names and still call it integrity. They go against the same rules they set, yet represent them to us as their policy. What happened to the quality of our equality? I beg your pardon. But this is where I draw the line on patriotism. In a country where freedom was gained for all, what is our business with nepotism? It is no longer what you know, but who you know, because at the end of the day, your GPA cannot provide what your connections can provide. So it is important that you study hard on how to roll with who you need to know. If you think this is a lie, then help me as I define and let every letter intertwine. P. Party colors are now brighter than the nation's future. A. Accountability is now drowned in applause for mediocrity. T. Truth is now buried in tribal loyalty. R. Responsibilities are shifted to leaders as citizens watch. I. Integrity is sacrificed for influence and personal gain. O. Our love for Ghana fades after every election season. T. Transparency is avoided while corruption is tolerated. I. Involvement is replaced with insults and division. S. Service is abandoned for selfish ambition. M. Mother Ghana is now manipulated and not matured. Hey! Osaje for Kwame Nkrumah. Asase na wajene sha Kwame Nkunensa. Onipa beye bi wambenye ni nyina nanso we de oni maka uwie ni nyina. The land that was bought with bloodshed is now bleeding instead. By silver tanks and greedy hands, the people are now misled. Gold Coast is not Ghana. Ghana has now become the Gold Coast, because this is not the Ghana Kwame Nkrumah left. So I beg your pardon, but this is where I draw the line on patriotism.
Timekeeper. 2 minutes and 48 seconds. 2 minutes and 28. Sorry. 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Judges, please. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So we take this 10 down and this 10 down. So 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 30. So we finished with the first round. So incorrect will perform something for you, and then we start with the second round, okay? So give it an applause, incorrect.
says,
Incorrect.
Your Honor, women today cannot be controlled. These ones refuse to stay small, speak when they shouldn't, and have no fear. They rub shoulders with authority, walk into rooms labeled men only, and develop balls. Guts. They dare to be different, flaunt rules, and confuse defiance for progress. They are loud and a risk, Your Honor. These women are nothing like our mothers.
Yes, Your Honor. We are not our mothers. Not the ones who buried their dreams in kitchen sinks just to keep society happy. Not the ones berated into silence or grace for missing marriage deadlines.
Deadlines create order. Order keeps society stable. Your Honor, incorrect is suggesting women are trapped by marriage and childbirth. Let it be known to the court that we have no hand in this. They did this to themselves.
Did we? You sell marriage to us like it's a rescue boat. But friends drill holes in them so no one blinks when we sink. Society talks about childbirth like it's a debt we owe the future. They tell us your time will come like it's a warning.
We prepare you for the world, but you bite the hands that feed you. I put it to you that you are ungrateful.
You don't prepare women for partnerships. You prepare us for sacrifice and call it love. Set us up on fire and call it culture. So when we choose ourselves, you panic because a woman who can walk away cannot be controlled by tradition or fear.
Your Honor,
don't you tell us that leadership roles are places women should avoid? That patriarchy is the genesis and revelation. Your Honor, we are not our mothers. Not the ones who leave it to God as if life is a test and suffering is the pass mark.
Your Honor, women were built to follow. Chaos comes when they don't. Women are meant to submit.
Who gave us the assignment?
History, religion, and tradition. And for a long time we worked. But here you are now on building everything they built. You have become shameless.
We've become bold. Learn to wear confidence like jewelry and parade the streets with it with our full chest.
Not every system needs fixing. Some things only fall apart when women start asking questions.
Know your place incorrect.
Every time I speak, I resurrect the women who swallowed their own names. I spit in the face of every know your place. We have stopped apologizing for taking up space. We have earned this voice. And honestly, after all we have endured just to be here, it's the audacity for me.
Your Honor, this is emotional and excessive. Exactly why restraint is necessary.
Overruled. Leave it to the masses to blame everything on the woman's emotions the moment she holds them accountable. We have refused to bend because if we do, our foremothers who resisted will turn in their graves.
Fine. Okay, fine. You claim you fight the system that trapped your mothers. But isn't it ironic how your own mothers still hold the same doors shut? Your Honor, their mothers lived, loved, and raised
generations in this system.
The system taught our mothers restraint. It drilled into them the art of disappearing while men carved their names into history.
But we, the daughters, took the blueprint and flipped it inside out. We are making our own history. This court has always ruled against us. So this time, we choose violence because when a system is defended this aggressively, it is already guilty. This court is adjourned.
Thank you very much. So we start with our second round. So the first slammer is Jade Mensah.
Help me pass this letter to my father. If I were to be given a second chance with you, I'll make sure we do what daughters and daddies do. I'll be in your skin. I'll make our relationship feel all new. Through laughter, tears, and memories we knew, I'll tell you about the stories and people that filled in the blanks in your absence. Stories you would have had no clues to but are true. I'll tell you the whole truth, I promise. I'll leave no word unsaid. No messages unread, no feelings unexpressed. I'll smile to your scoldings. I'll face your rebukes with calm eyes. And when you prevent me from partying with my friends again, I'll try to compromise. My actions might come as a surprise, but don't blame me. I don't know when they'll take you away. I don't know when I have to live without you again. I don't know when the words I could have said will turn into words I'll have to put down with a pen. So if I were to be given a second chance with you, I would hold your hands.
I'll take you to all my favorite places. I'll let you meet my friends. We'll scroll TikTok together and practice our favorite trends, and to every misunderstanding we had before you left, I'll try to make amends. The second phase of our relationship will be smooth. I promise there will be no bends if I were to be given a second chance with you.
Timekeeper. 1 minute and 24 seconds. 1 minute and 24 seconds. Judges. Yes, okay. 7, 8, 9, 7, 8. We take that 1 7 down and that 1 9 down. So 8 plus 8 plus 7 is 23. 23. The next slammer is Poshford.
In this country, God is a brand ambassador. We put his name on the back of trucks carrying charcoal, on the windscreen of commercial vehicles conveying people, and in front of shops that sell nothing but plastic dreams and expired expectations. God is able, but they've taken your light. Great is thy faithfulness, but we're fighting with short drivers over fare hikes. Oh, nyame betre, but that woman at Makola is measuring Olonka for you with a dented can. They are selling you plantain chips fried in toxic oil. Have you seen us? We're the only people who can dance at a funeral, quarrel for takeaway packs, and smuggle a yassi jollof into our handbags while the casket is still being lowered into the grave. We treat Independence Day like it's a wedding for a couple who haven't spoken in years. Treats it much like it's a costume party. March under the blazing heat until our socks are brown and our foreheads salty, just to salute a stage full of men who haven't walked a mile in a decade. They tell us to be patriotic, but patriotism is a luxury for those who don't have to wake up to fetch water at 4 a.m. It is hard to love a motherland who only visits you when she wants your vote, or a fatherland who asks for your patience while your bank account is at zero. We're waiting for miracles, but miracles don't fix open gutters. Anointing doesn't patch bone-rattling potholes, and by the gods, prayers do not pave the roads into our own futures. So I'm sorry, but keep the drums, keep the brass bands, keep the speeches that are 70% stellar and 30% empty. I am looking for the Ghana that exists in the silence after the parade. The Ghana that is proactive, not just when an election is near. The Ghana that survives beyond just miracles and prophetic vibes. Because 1957 was a graduation, not a destination. When Nkrumah declared us free forever, free from colonial rule, he gave us an independent Ghana, no longer Gold Coast, because we are more than just a gold, we are an independent country. And independence is really just a fancy way of saying, you're on your own, kid. Fix your problems.
Timekeeper. 23. 2 minutes and 23 seconds. 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Judges, please. Yes. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So we take this 10 down, and this 10 down. So 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 30, yes. The next one is Effa. Please, clap your hands for Effa.
Patriarchy this, patriarchy that. Sexism here, inequality there. Feminism every Friday. Misogyny thrown around like confetti, and Miss Yandri whispered in defense. Profile pictures violet. Hashtags matching faster than policies. Wardrobe suddenly black. Street corners 10 runways. Time and tears time perfectly for the camera. Too much, too dramatic, too loud. These women are overdoing it.
and it's not even that deep. Wait. Maybe it's not that deep because it's not your wrist. Maybe it's not that deep because it's not your sister sent home in silence. Or because it's not your daughter learning how to hold her keys like weapons between her fingers. Maybe it's not that deep because it's not your no translated into another maybe. Maybe it's not that deep because it's not your ties cross-examined, your skirt placed on trial instead of his hands. Maybe it's not that deep. Maybe it's not that deep because it's not, but what if it was your face placed on the cold floor, wrist twisted behind your back, a rag shoved between your teeth to prevent your screams from existing, your voice gone, your body no longer yours, your lungs negotiating survival, your no being swallowed into the weight of someone else's body, your body now a living crime scene. Was that too loud? Tell me, do you still think she just likes being overly dramatic? Tell me, do you still think she just likes playing the victim? But I'm in no place to point a finger at you because ignorance is loudest in a room where pain never lived. So I do not expect you to understand. I'm sure the feminists, her mother, politicians, policymakers, no one would ever get to understand the depth of her pain. Not even me. But we should understand this. Let's stop measuring the depth of her pain to our comfort, but to the violence she survived and the strength it took her to speak. Effa.
Timekeeper. 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Judges. 6, 8, 8, 8, 8. We take this 8 down, please, and this 6 down. So 8 plus 8 plus 8 is 24. The next slammer is Essie.
I always wondered what true intimacy would do to me. My body was frustrated from the shallows, touches that made me curse the day I was disvirgined. Is this a sin to regret twice? My soul lost its breath and my spirit fought to stay with me. Just a flicker of hope by the fingers kept her within. Not abandoning a body so sassy and yet dry, parched with hunger. Can I get some water, please? Oh, I forgot I am a running tap that has not been well tapped. Oh, such an unfortunate venture. I stopped, looking for an experience the mind of my body knows, but my body did not have the privilege to experience. Then you came along, turning my nightmares into dreams I look forward to. Dawn, night, twilight, day. Just thoughts about you make the clouds in between my thighs gather. Your presence explodes them, and your touch makes the rain fall in torrents. Let's get soaking wet together. Lie on our backs, gaze into the sky, and be grateful for the beautiful parts of ourselves we share deep.
Thank you very much. Timekeeper? 1 minute and 50 seconds. 1 minute and 50 seconds. Judges, please. 9, 7, 7, 8, 8. We take 1 9 down, please, and 1 7 down. So 8 plus 8 plus 7 is? 8 plus 8 plus 7 is? 23. So the next slammer is Miss Perfect.
pretty little girl. Mommy is your friend. Tell her your secrets. She will keep them safe for you. Sing it until it sinks in. Show your girl that she can talk to you. Show your girl that her words mean truth to you. Show her that you are her protection against all her fears. Show her that you can listen. Pay attention to her when she talks. Teach your girl about her body. Teach her that her body is not a crime or shame. Teach her that her body is teach her that her body is her reputation, and teach her to defend her reputation without hesitation. Teach your girl her voice. Teach her that her voice is not a crime. Teach her that her voice is law and her voice is her defense. Teach your girl that her voice is the first law that protects her body, and teach her never to lose her voice to anybody. Teach your girl her voice. Teach her that her no is a decree that means no. Teach your girl her voice. Teach your girl about monsters. Teach her that monsters don't always come from the bush. Teach your girl that some monsters live in the house. Teach her that some monsters live in school, in churches. Teach your girl that some monsters are called daddy. Some are called brother, uncle, even sister and auntie. Some monsters are even called mommy. Teach your girl. There are ways to know them by. Teach your girl her voice to speak up.
Timekeeper. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Judges, please. 8, 9, 9, 10, and 8. We take the 8 down, please. And the 10, please, sorry. So 9 plus 9 plus 8 is 20, 26. So the next slammer is Belle. Belle? Yes.
Broken shelter, broken promises, broken friendship, and somewhere, somehow, broken me. Funny thing is, I didn't hear when it happened. No thunder, no dramatic fall, no warning test from the universe saying, brace up, girl, impact incoming. It was quiet, the kind of silence that creeps into your chest and starts rearranging the furnitures of your heart. See, I was the strong one, the professional smiler, the girl who could glue herself together with hope and a little bit of delusion. I built shelters out of people's promises, bad architecture, because when they left, and oh yeah, they left, the roof didn't just leak, it collapsed. Broken shelter because safety learned how to lie. Broken promise because forever apparently has expiry date. Broken friendship because loyalty these days comes with terms and conditions nobody reads until it's too late. Do you know what it feels like? And me, I didn't explode. I fractured slowly, politely. It was I'll try not to inconvenience anybody with my breaking. Do you know what it feels like? To keep showing up how pieces of you are choking out. To laugh in rooms where your chest feels like a cracked mirror. To say I'm good with a voice that don't even believe in itself anymore. Broken shelter, broken promise, broken friendship. But listen, I'm not standing here as ruins. No, I'm standing here as evidence that broken does not mean buried. Crack does not mean finished. And hope and healing. Oh, healing. She's slow. She's stubborn. But she's coming for me. So I'm broken, but not beyond repair. Thank you.
Timekeeper. 1 minute and 52 seconds. Judges, please. Seven, 8. We take that 1 8 down, please, and that 1 7 down. So 7 plus 7 plus 7 is 20. 21, please. So the next slammer is a porcupine. Sorry.
We are the children of finished battles, born into quiet houses that still smell like smoke. We call it home, but the walls remember when they were battlefields. Before me, my mother learned to measure love in survival. She grew up where mornings did not begin with breakfast, but with listening. Because some knocks did not come to visit, they came to wound. She watched grown people throw words heavy as stones at her mother's chest, each insult landing louder than thunder in a house too small to bear that much shame. Children should count sheep at night. My mother counted tears, fights, counted the number of times her mother swallowed pain so her children could swallow food. On the road to school, words were shadows that followed them. Let your father die. Then we will see who takes care of you, who clothes you, who feeds you. But curses are strange things. Because today that same father stands over 90 years strong, a living contradiction to every evil prayer thrown at his children. One day, I asked my grandmother in a language that might seem foreign to you, but to her is the only language she has ever known. How did you survive? She laughed softly, the kind of laugh that sounds tired before it sounds happy. She told me about a girl with hands full of books, forced to drop them because education was a boy's inheritance. So she stepped aside, watched as her brothers walked into classrooms using the future she had to surrender. Now they sit in their comfort and snicker, measuring worth in certificates, forgetting who paid the first tuition with her dreams. We are the children of people who swallowed pain so completely it became a part of their bloodstreams. We drink from cups filled by hands that once trembled with hunger. We are the answered prayers of people who survived so we could call this life ours.
Timekeeper. 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Judges, please. 99898. We take that 8 down and that 9 down, please. So 9 plus 9 plus 8 is 20, 26. So the next slammer is Abisiwene. Give it up.
Dear She, I am very infuriated. Marriage is so concentrated, I doubt any amount of dilution in the form of blame games, talks on obstacles will be enough to make me less intoxicated by this rage of mine. I am enraged, extremely, not by the boundaries society has set for you, not by the roles defined by those around you, not by the persistent whispers and screams from anywhere and everywhere that your voice must be heard not, that some things about you must be said not and made to rot, not by the inadequacies and iniquities conferred on you by society, nor the unjust and unfair treatment meted out to you, dear she, not pushed by the abuse of your rights, the disadvantages taken day and night. I am not really moved by the imposition of marriage on you, nor the emotional abuse you face daily, or the harsh words spoken to you plainly, dear she. I am not so angry at society's preaching that you must possess no voice of yours, nor a choice of pores, that you must be the weak, meek, humble being who must conform to being weak, who must seek ye first the kingdom of marriage and reverence and all other things like children, respect, space, breath shall be added unto you. Marriage stems from your inadequate courage. Marriage stems from your lack of rage. My anger hails from the sorrow of seeing you accept to perform on a smaller stage where you are your own performing audience. My anger takes root in your used confidence. For how dare you, dear she? How dare you allow them, he and even she, treat your voice as a crime? Why don't you roar for attention? Why doesn't your voice echo distinction? Why do you settle for whispering into ears of others who are no better than you, dear she? And if society says it won't listen, all you gotta do is to make sure it hears. And if it says it won't see, your job is to make sure it looks. Yours angrily, she.
Timekeeper. 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Judges, please. 89988. We take that 1 8 down and that 1 9 down, please. So 8 plus 8 plus 9 is 25. 8 plus 8 plus 9 is 25. 25. Yes. The next slammers, A, B, and G. Please give it up.
Hello. Does anyone know what it means to carry the glory of God with such ease, to carry power over your enemies, to boast of righteousness exceeding that of Pharisees? Well, no need to look far and see an example of God's righteousness. A, B, in she. I be in Shana, bro, so I'm a testimony. And normally in the sight of the world and all its vanity, see, I'm living the life of an anointed one. Personally, the life of an appointed one. Pointedly, it's now fact that my presence is certainly nothing short of extraordinary. Yes, I occupy a space. And the conversation just scatters. Like, my mass alone could disable all other matters which seemed pressing. I prayed for this favor, impressing the glory that rests on this body. No jest. And to my enemies who already want to pray on me, iron your chest, because I pray to a higher authority you cannot best. Yes, I pray to a power from the zone of Yahweh. Yah's way ain't your way. I've subdued your negativity from a mile away. When others are rushing and drowning, oh, Charlie, me, I don't fear to. Because my puppy, I go just walk out top water and still make it to the top. Like, who needs bolts when moving in the spirit is faster than Usain Bolt sprinting? I don't need that gym in my life to say there's been a lifting. No BBL required for my reshaping and reforming. No identical twin, but I've been born again with a chill. Undefeatable, my feet are firmly anchored on his will.
That's why when the devil sent 6 hounds barking at my heels, I used my 6-inch high ones to send them 6 feet down once. Like, hello, Lucifer. I'm leaving this message on your number. I am not to be messed with because my God is not in slumber. The glory I'm under is way more than you can count. And with the authority he's given me to lay you asunder, I tell you, be gone. And like Elijah, I say it, then it's done.
Timekeeper. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Judges, please. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So we take 2 tens down. 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 30. Yes. The next slammer is Poema. Give it up for Poema.
Right? Do you want to fly? I have spare wings I'm not using, and no, I am no angel, but hear he, as he says unto you, let there be light on this cigarette. Puff, puff, pass 3 drugs of madness. White, high, powder. I feel higher than the doors education cannot open in this state. The government says don't do drugs. The government says don't lose yourself. But between 9 to 5, I cannot find one good thing about staying here. Drag path, but it's the fact that there is no fixing a broken planet. You reap what you sow, so take my pain away. When I drink bottles and the alcohol burns through my belly, I forget what it means to be trapped. I become one with the gods, less human, more angel. For a minute, I stop being a tool for state capture, forever buried under capitalism. How many sniffs are needed for a reset? I don't want to die before I can pay rent, but my parents care more about my grades than the rate of unemployment in this state. Do you want to fly away here? Be higher than the most high, the most are the kids born rich who don't know the price of war. They overhead it. Your reality is a far-fetched dream. They only see on reality. How does the state expect me to want to live in this state? Do you want to fly? I have spare wings I am not using. And no, I am no angel, but hear he, as he says unto you, let there be light on this cigarette. Puff, puff, pass 3 drugs of madness. The government says don't drink and drive. But if I don't drink, this country will drive me crazy. When I got bottles and the alcohol burns through my belly, I forget what it means to be trapped in country. I become one with the gods, less human, more angel. The higher ups won't drag you along, so let the drugs drag you away from this wretched place. Cocaine will take my pain. They say you reap what you sow, so take my pain away.
Timekeeper. 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Judges, please. 10, 8, 10, 10, 10. We take that 110 down and that 18 down. So 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 30. Yes, our next slammer, Mame Essie, please. Give it up for Mame Essie.
I haven't been the same. Knowing that as a people, we do not seek change. We protest for a change of government. Sorry, a change of a political party. We believe in party colors than the rainbow. For money, we will sell our souls just to get food in these bowls. So party comes and party goes, but we still remain holes used on farmlands. We produce feeds for our foes. Our land has their gold. The very reason the biggest gold reserve in the world is found in Britain. Now, breathe in. Even without a pencil, I want you to draw blood because this is like a vampire awakening. Our leaders are being controlled from the back door. That's neocolonialism. This is no joke. We've got to stand up for our rights. Our wardrobes are filled with frowns instead of crowns. We don't know what a smile is. They won't employ us, so they won't test our skills. They keep playing table tennis with our testicles. The very reason we haven't gotten the balls to speak up and these skills. In Ghana, in physics, we describe force as a push or a pull. In Ghana, as we move forward, they push us backwards. This is the new force. Thank you.
Timekeeper. 3 minutes and 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Judges, please. So 6, 6, 6, 7, 5. We take that 1 5 down and that 1 6 down. So 6 plus 6 plus 7 is. Can everyone raise their cards up? Oh, sorry, my mistake. 5, please down, and the 7 down. So 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. So we minus 1, yes, exactly. So 17. Yes, okay. The next slammer is Say Word. Please give it up for Say Word.
I'm a slave of a girl I cannot see. Oh, but how I hear her. She has captured millions like me. Oh, how I wish she would let me be. Oh, honey, are you talking about me? We know the hair is fake, but put it on anyway. And for the makeup, it should look natural. Don't be skinny, but be slim. Don't be fat, but have meat under your skin. Smile, now stop. Wave, now halt. You're suffocating, but don't let them know. Don't eat. Sit back. Don't breathe. The hair on your body must go, whether you shave or pull. We don't care. We don't want to know. Now pause. You must look glamorous. Don't fall because your cameras are ready. Don't forget to curtsy. Please leave me alone. No. I will not go, please. See, I know your rules are more, but I'm not here to listen to your constitution. Can we normalize imperfections to achieve perfection? Because I believe that this nation is under some type of media autocracy, which is encouraging hypocrisy, where girls don't trust their own gender, where girls hate each other. See, trends last only a couple of weeks, but love can last an eternity. Self-love, friend love, family love. Can I go out natural and not be seen as weird? It's Her Majesty, the girl in me, listening, please.
Timekeeper. 1 minute and 47 seconds. Judges, please. 88778. Can we take that 8 down, please? And the 7. So 8 plus 8 plus 7 is 23. 23. The next slammer is Olamide. Give it up.
I speak from the inside of poverty. No, not a documentary version, not a pity poster child, but a kind that knows your name and answers when you breathe. See, poverty is not empty pockets. It is loud mornings and silent nights. It is waking up tired of surviving yesterday. See, poverty is a landlord that never knocks. It rearranges your dreams while you sleep and charges interest for hope. See, I learned arithmetic early, not addition, but subtraction. Which meals disappear today, which ones pretends it was never needed. I have worn shame like secondhand clothes. They say work hard, as if my bones aren't already clocking overtime, as if exhaustion is not my native language. See, poverty taught me creativity. How to stretch one coin until it screams, how to turn almost into dinner. My second-hand clothes are never tailored, always obvious. People look at me like I chose the syllabus. See, poverty is standing in a room full of solutions that are allergic to you. It is advice served hot by people who have never swallowed their own pride just to eat. I'm not lazy. I'm tired. There's a difference poverty understands, but society pretends not to read. See, poverty is filling forms that ask for proof. Proof that you're already drowning. It is begging systems that calls your hunger a process. See, I've learned patience. Not the peaceful kind, but the cleansed jaw version that comes from having no alternative. They say it builds character. Funny how suffering is only romantic when it doesn't live in your house. See, poverty ages you early. Teaches your dreams to walk with responsibilities on their back. Do you know what poverty steals first? Not food, not money. Poverty steals choice. It determines your future before you learn how to argue. I'm not asking for sympathy. Sympathy expires. I'm asking you to name the system that turns design into destiny and names a reality. I survive, yes. But surviving is not living. It is slow disappearance. So don't ask me to soften my voice. Hunger does not whisper. This is not a story. This is testimony. And if it makes you uncomfortable, good. Discomfort is the closest you've come to my daily bread.
Timekeeper. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Judges, please. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Yes, we take this 10 down, please, and this one. So 10 plus 10 plus 10 is, yes, 30. So the next slammer is Divine Joy. Yes, give it up for Divine Joy.
I am not smiling. I am pained. A pain born of anger, hunger, and disappointment in the land of my bed where my tears flow out in vain. You pride yourself with peace, but source of livelihood is not assurance with peace. What is peace when citizens struggle to thrive? 3 square meals a day to survive, not guaranteed. What a pity indeed. Now many are seen as liability, tend to test criminality, resulting carnality because there are no jobs for people with ability. Power seekers sing possibility, yet when they are allowed to fulfill the possibility, the wail of shortcomings and never relent on increasing their personal earnings. Almost a century of self-rule with nothing to prove. But hey, you dare not speak. Because the law rules only the wretched, and for those with money to prove, they misbehave and speak to their peak. A country of shame, building ruins on ruins while seated on golden land with a non-functioning economy in hands. Well, I guess we're not waiting on our doom since it is already here, brought upon ourselves and our leaders. Meanwhile, they're still singing the song of possibility, and we will sacrifice and dance to their tune. When then will every bed come? Thank you.
Timekeeper. 1 minute and 22 seconds. Judges, please. 7, 8, 7, 9, 6. So we take the 6 down, please, and the 9. So 7 plus 8 is 20. 7 plus 8 is 22. Yes, 22. And our last slammer for this round is Adiza. Give it up. Yes.
I met my pastor in a nightclub. Yes. The same man that preached, touch not the anointed, was 2 steps away from touching what was definitely not anointed. His eyes were so red. This time, not a Pentecostal fire red. More like Holy Spirit meets Hennessy red. And his body swung from left to right. Right to left. Now I'm confused. Was he there to preach the gospel? Why then is he holding calves instead of a Bible? Last Sunday, he preached Ephesians 5:11. Have nothing to do with the works of darkness. But here he is, lifting beer and conducting hips with the same hands that blessed the holy wine on Sunday. He saw me. I saw him. Who was to hide? Him, the man of God who rebuked demons and freed the congregation from sin. Or me, Sister Mary Magdalene II, the same girl who rolled on the church floor shouting, "Take control, Lord. Take control, Lord." Now in a dress short enough to seduce and surprise Satan. Will he preach verse 12 next week? Or will his hands shake like ECG's doomsaw? Will he cast out devils or cast out eye contact? And me, will I kneel on the altar like I've never known Friday? Because church has taught us something. Sin is acceptable as long as it is edited, as long as it is deleted from WhatsApp statuses, as long as it does not trend. We are a generation of holy on Sunday, honey on Friday. Relax. I'm not saying saints can't dance. David danced too. But righteousness is not Wi-Fi that will disconnect when you leave the church building. So next Sunday, if he looks at me too long, I'll smile because we are both managing double lives. The only difference is he has a microphone and I have this poem. Amen. Or should I say cheers?
Timekeeper. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Judges, please. 10, 9, 9, 10, 9. This 9 we put down and this 10 we put down. So, no, yours can be up. Yes. So 9 plus 9 plus 10 is? Yes, 28. So, yeah, clap. Yes. So we have finished with our second round. So incorrect will give us a performance, and after that we start with the third round, yes? So give it up for incorrect.
You like what? Hey. Whenever I turn down a man, I calculate tone like it's a survival skill. I don't just say no, I pad it. Wrap it in smiles, add apologies I don't owe, soften my face as if rejection is a crime scene and I'm trying to leave no fingerprints. Because I know what happens when no arrives without sugar. I've seen your beautiful turn into you whole in the time it takes a smile to drop. I've watched interest rot into insult and entitlement put on rage like a jacket it keeps by the door. So I rehearse kindness, not because I feel it, but because I fear consequences. Because in this world, a man's wounded ego is treated like a loaded weapon and my safety depends on how gently I disarm him. I think about where we are, who's watching, how fast I can run, whether my no will follow me home. I think about headlines, about names that started as women and ended as statistics. So I say no, but make him feel like a good man anyway. Protect his feelings so he doesn't punish my body. And don't call it fear, they hate that word. Call it politeness. Call it being nice. But niceness isn't natural here, it is trained. It is learned young. It is survival dressed as good manners and etiquette. Because when a woman says no, she's not just refusing interest. She's breaking a script he thought should follow, and some men do not handle plot twists well. So yes, sometimes my no comes smiling. Sometimes it arrives gentle, careful, strategic. Not because I owe kindness, but because I'm trying to stay alive in a world where rejection can be mistaken for disrespect. And one day, maybe a woman will say no and that will be the end of the sentence. But today I'm still here because I said no nicely.
I am a loud young woman. Too loud. When I started poetry, those who heard my voice told me to tone it down. That I shouldn't talk about sensitive stuff. I bashed women some time ago and here I am again still loud because mother said, young lady, I know you. I birthed you from my womb through my vagina. I came into this universe before you. Don't play with me. I know best. You are a young bird. Stay in this nest, suckle on these breasts, for the world is full of vicious snakes, and I know best. Mother knows best. She knew what was best for me. Truth is, mother doesn't know best. She's still learning how to tame and manage me, learning how to hold the leash of this beast within me. Mother, the world you are protecting me from shows no mercies. The streets will kill me and won't be discreet about it. Mother doesn't know the books she judged by their covers are the very same books that has given me knowledge. The poetry she warned me against is the same poetry that has kept me sane. Mother doesn't know we are in a different time frame. The man she saw in my father was probably the last. And if my father fell in love with her covering up, news flash, the men of my generation want to see flesh. Mother doesn't know best. Mother said, men will put you to the test and you have to prove yourself worthy. Well, dear mother, I have failed tests I even prepared for. Talk less of a man I know his genesis not. I only prove myself as slums. Mother doesn't know there are no rules and books on how to keep a man. That the way to a man's heart is no longer through his stomach but through spreading legs. And I've got daddy's legs, but I hate climbing beds. That my time will only come after it has experienced an orgasm. She doesn't know that. I've always wanted a brother. Mother doesn't know the clay she molded me with has got cracks and she's too busy with life to see that if she should swear on her life concerning my innocence, she might actually join her ancestors. Mother doesn't know me inside out as she claims. She doesn't know sadness kill joy. That her daughter is cyberphobic at age 27. That the reason why it took God for her 7-year-old child to leave her bed on Wednesday mornings was because Monsieur Kujo was patiently waiting for her to come sit behind the computer and beat her for every single mistake she made, a 7-year-old child. Who didn't know which fingers were meant for which letters on the keyboard? And when she told mother, mother said, if you had done the right thing, you wouldn't have been beaten. The pain, the trauma, the torture. But this is a grudge I still hold on to. But then I realized that mother doesn't know best. She's still learning. And I forgive her. Because I am still learning too.
Thank you. Give it up for incorrect. Yes. So we are now in the last round. And the theme of this round is her voice is not a crime. Her voice is not a crime. Yes? So, we need now your help. Should we start from the middle down or from the middle up? Who's from middle down? Raise your hands. Oh, only one person? 2, 3. Okay, and then from middle up? Yes, some have no opinion, I think. Okay, then we start from down to up. The first slammer is Abisi Wene. Yes, give it up.
Ghana's judicial system would have been the best. A top-notch if it carried out cases and condemned actions like how society, you, him, her, and even I condemned her voice. Her voice is not a crime, and it's time we realize you've been committing a crime. Oh yes, you have been a very active criminal in jailing her voice, by restricting her ports, by equaling her voice to noise, by making it seem she had no choice but to stay mute, to stay silent. Her voice is not a crime, and you must be taken through a trial to elaborate and illustrate at the fastest rate why you dared question her boldness to speak up. To speak up when marriage was being imposed on her, to speak up when her dreams were questioned, to speak up when her rights were trampled upon, to speak up when her power of choice was interrogated, to speak up when she was downgraded to the lowest grade, to speak up when her very existence was put under scrutiny, to speak up when her life was chosen for her, speak up when you accepted that her voice was a crime. We command her to stay silent when she makes sweet music with her leadership, when she creates sweet melodies with her power. We ask her to get behind the scenes, for we get better at how better she's performing. We ask her to stay silent when she speaks up in her space, does things at her pace, when she lights up the place with her powerful, impactful, commanding, enchanting, resonating, resounding voice. Her voice is the soothing effect that keeps her husband erect. It is the scolding tone that keeps her children in shape. It is the comforting pleasure that keeps herself in check. Check. Her voice is not a crime. Her voice is not a crime. I'll continue to be as loud as the bell chimes till it sticks to your heart, bodies and minds like a nursery rhyme. That indeed, her voice is not a crime.
Timekeeper. 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Judges, please. 88898. So we take 1 8 down, please, and 1 9 down. So 8 plus 8 plus 8 is 20, 24. The next slammer is AP and SheShe. Give it up for AP and SheShe. Thank you.
Silence. A deafening sound made by a gender in distress. Its loudness falling on the deaf ears of those who bear witness. Silence. A lifestyle lived by women through countless generations, cultivated habits through unwilling cooperation, the operation to ration the actions of my gender, not random yet still in constant motion. See. The world is operating through tinted eye lenses which disguises sins like the violences towards the feminine population. Many Tamars subject to Amnon's damnation, but their Absaloms have transitioned into Davids to maintain the peace. Just reanalyze the lies imbibed by the publican as rampant as lies to bring us from realizing the real lines of injustice confining many great minds to the kitchen. No snitching, ladies, but we add to that stitching. Babe, I want credit. I have a headache. I've not eaten. We belittle ourselves for that princess treatment. Belittled by others though, now that's more treatment. Our major ailment is the petty jealousies of each other back, biting our way into positions we desire, but our femininity shouldn't breed animosity. Our voice and quality is not that of crime and mediocrity. Look, the prophetess Deborah led Israel into victory over Sisera. God heard her voice. Did God favor a crime? A modern day Deborah, our own Ya Asantua, led the Ashantis when the men stood back in cower. Was that boldness a crime? Maybe it's the British at that time. Queen Esther, voice of the Jews in Persia, not condemned but condemned an evil man to disaster. She voiced salvation for her kinsmen to prosper. Was that voice a crime? The voices of the daughters of Zelophehad had a mission. And it changed God's decision with his very own permission. Now, dare you call that a crime? The first proclamation of Christ's resurrection was preached by women. Was that initiation a crime? The voice that sang sweet lullabies to the Savior of the world was a virgin's. Just imagine putting that voice in crime's margin. Diana Hamilton, no simpleton, paid attention and won Artiste of the Year. That voice can be charged with no crime, dear. When the SheShe made hay in her sunny day and took away the AAMA Best Female Artist in January 2026, got Ghana hailed. Was that voice a crime? So ladies, we are done with the silence and demurity line, done embodying the qualities of a performing mime, because our gender was never an anomaly, and our voice is not a crime.
Timekeeper. 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Judges, please. 88899. So we take this 9 down, please, and this 8 down. So 9 plus 8 plus 8 is 25. Yes, 25. Next slammer is Poema. Give it up for Poema.
Let us play a game. Round 1. In this round, I swallow my voice into the deepest parts of myself, break into my bones like an oven. No one here hears my screams, and when you ask, I don't say a thing. Speak up! Why are you silent? Why is your tongue folded up? Why are your shoulders bent in? You morph into a predator without warning. You are my mother over me, spitting venom into my face, teaching my legs how not to run to you, telling me how a lady should behave. She should not be loud or bold or angry. She should be small, fingers in her pockets, never pointing at anyone. I lose this round. Round 2. In this round, you are a predator and I am a prey. You are taller than me. Older too, you are a 45-year-old man and I am 14. You touch my neck and tell me it is love. Touch my waist and tell me it's care. You say screaming means I am weak. My breath is held in my eyes as you continue digging deeper than you should. You say my voice is of no use, and again I lose round 3. I have forgotten what my voice sounds like. I chase ghosts of it down unfamiliar roads. I see shadows of it inside my head. But my fears are tall and towering. It is in the shape of a man that took it from my baby hands, in the shape of my mother, in the shape of a wall that has told me too many times how much space my body must take, how high I can scream, but my buried body knows how sharp the edges of my voice are. A voice the world has weaponized as a tool of oppression, but here comes the last stage of this game. My voice is not shame. The words formed by my mouth are not pellets of disgrace. It is not something to be pressed and hidden in my vessel of a body. My voice is 10 feet taller than a predator, taller than my mother, taller than everything I have swallowed to shrink myself. My voice is not a crime. I am not criminal. And in this round, I win.
Thank you. Timekeeper? 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Judges, please. 10, 10, 10. Oh, 9, 9. So we take 1 9 down, please, and 1 10. So 10 plus 10 plus 9 is 20. Yes, 29. So the next slammer is Mami Essie. Please give it up for Mami Essie.
As I sat to read, the pages trembling in my hands, I remembered the reason why I didn't want to go home. To me, home was never a sanctuary. It was a prison disguised as home. My mother never taught me freedom. She never knew what freedom was because she was negotiated like a cattle being prized. So how would she teach me freedom when she could never fly? And when I dared to rebel, I was told, your education has puffed you up. You need to be brought where you belong. To where I belong, as if I was a misplaced furniture in the house. Papa told me, trust and obey. God has plans for you. As if I was the one that made the rules. Papa was the only one that made the rules in the house. And when I tried to rebel, I was told, forgive him. In the Bible, it's written, you have to forgive your neighbor. How is it called? 44 times 4 or 70 times 7? What's the right thing? Yet no one came to my aid when things were going astray. So, I am not going to hold this guilt in my chest. This guilt isn't mine to carry. Mea culpa. His burden, not mine. Thank you.
Timekeeper. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Judges, please. Can we see your cards? Yes, 7, 7, 6, 7, 7. So we eliminate the 6 and the 7. So 7 plus 7 plus 7 is 20. Yes, 21. The next slammer is Say Word. Give it up for Say Word.
Oh, woman. I heard what happened to you, that you were abused. I heard you're here seeking for justice. How did this happen to you? Let's face it, according to the book, you're untouchable. I mean, you never stay out late, never dress in a way that anyone would comment about, always carry some type of protection, maybe a pepper spray or a knife. Didn't you take self-defense classes like once or twice? Or was that just fear using protection as a disguise? So my question is, how are you here? Wishing, hoping that you had died, because at least if you had, you wouldn't have to go through this. Go through the courtrooms, the stares, the whispers. Go through the world massaging your scars and pretending to be concerned. You would have been free from this torment. And now you sit there, watching as they blur your words. And every precaution you ever took slowly becomes irrelevant. And you sit before the judge and jury, hoping, praying that they will see that the man across the room doesn't deserve to walk free, but the world thinks he can be reformed. I do mourn for you, because the only way that you will break free is if they see you as the perfect little victim.
Give it up for Say Word. So, 1 minute and 15 seconds. 50. 1 minute and 50 seconds. Judges, please. 7, 8, 8, 8, 8. We take the 7, please, out, and this 8. So 8 plus 8 plus 8 is 20. Yes, 24. The next slammer is Olamide. Give it up for Olamide.
I have short memory. It is hard to recall a lot of things. But one thing I've never forgotten is that my body walks into a room before I do. I am female before child, temptation before 10 years old, a future wife before I know long division, birth canal before my name, the weaker sex before the greatest laborer, a liability before a leader. I learned early that my shoulders must curve inward. Confidence looks better on men. I learned to sit with my knees pressed together like holding myself shut was a form of holiness. I learned that when men speak, it is called authority. When I speak, it is called attitude. When men shout, it is passion. When I raise my voice, it is disrespect. Tell me, when did my vocal cords become contraband? When did syllables start needing permission? Because every time a girl speaks too firmly, someone, always a man, reaches for handcuffs made of culture. They say, lower your tone, lower your eyes, lower your standards, lower yourself, until lowering becomes living. And living becomes shrinking, and shrinking becomes survival, and survival is applauded like gratitude. I have short memory, but I remember having told to smile through the harassment. I remember being 12 and calculating the distance between myself and danger. I remember being 12 and told to calculate myself, the distance between myself and danger. I remember understanding that if something happened to me, the first trial would be my character. What were you wearing? Why were you there? Why were you loud? As if violence is invited by volume. As if being visible is a felony. A voice is not a crime. The crime is the society that cross-examines girls for speaking in their own defense. The crime is mistaking obedience for virtue. The crime is teaching daughters that silence is safer than truth. My voice is not rebellion, it is evidence. Evidence of bruises hidden under long sleeves, of nose buried under culture, of girls taught to protect rapists with silence. You say good women are quiet. I say quiet women get buried. So write this where the law can see it, where religion cannot erase it, and where men cannot outrun it. Her voice is not a crime. And I will not whisper what nearly killed me.
Timekeeper. 2 minutes and 46 seconds. 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Judges, please. 9, 10, 10, 10, 10. So we take that 9 down and this 10 down. So 10 plus 10 plus 10 is? Yes, 30. So our next slammer is Divine Joy. Yes, give it up for Divine Joy.
Her voice is the messenger's call, the droplet of water when the rain falls. It doesn't bear witnesses false. Her voice is what puts me to sleep, a lullaby of love and maternal affection. It teaches me to keep the fruit of her labor and to sow where I reap, to go where I am free from hatred, jealousy, and envy. Her voice is not a crime. Her voice is time. Her voice is a sound that breaks down falls, prevent downfalls, a sound that carries carries power. So, she speak not to impress but impart. She speak not to entertain but enlighten. Her voice is a cry against violation of women's rights, violation of female genital mutilation and widowhood rights, where she sleep with the dead corpse, her head is shaved. On top of that, her clitoris is cut to prevent sexual promiscuity. Her voice is a tolling bell that exposes all these cultural practices. She is the victim of rape. When she speaks, society puts her to shame. In old age, she's called a witch, taken far from home, shackled in chains. She suffered domestic violence. But in the world ruled by men, she remained powerless. She can't find a job without a man lifting her skirt, caressing her breasts, patting her legs, and kissing her necks. She is the woman king. Her voice is not a crime. She can't find a job again. She is the ruler king. Her voice is not a crime. Thank you.
Timekeeper. 36. 1 minute and 36 seconds. 1 minute and 36 seconds. Judges, please. 8, 9, 7, 8, 8. So we take that 7, please, down, and that 9 down. So 8 plus 8 plus 8 is 20. Yes, 24. Yes, our next slammer, Adiza. Give it up for Adiza.
Her voice is not a crime. Her voice is a clean weapon meant to wrangle and battle injustice. It is not a disgrace, but like rain, grace that befalls the living. Her voice is not just illegal noise to be lowered, as if truth must whisper to be accepted. I heard a good woman is quiet, and her silence is golden. Really? Interesting. Is it not this same society that preached that a woman's voice is wisdom? Her voice is not a crime. Let her speak the words that keeps aching in her throat and how the cross examine her like a suspect. See, she's always on trial. See, society is the courtroom and she is the accused. Her voice is not a crime, but somehow when she reports abuse, society first arrests her character and personality. Instead of asking why did he hurt her, they will ask her, what were you wearing? Why did you go to his room? Did you provoke him? Give her the mic. Give it to the girl that was told to sit with her knees closed but watched men sit with their morals open. Her voice is not disrespect. It is tired. Tired of shrinking dreams to fit into kitchen cabinets. Tired of smiling through apologies she never received. Tired of being called emotional after they weaponize anger against her and call it leadership. Let her speak about the promotion she lost because she failed to cross her legs with them. And confidence in a woman is attitude. Let her speak about the household where boys are called future leaders and girls are future wives. So her destiny comes with a surname upgrade, but not with a salary of her own. Her voice is not an attack. It is an alarm, and alarms are loud because danger is real. So don't tell her to calm down when society keeps burning her dreams and aspirations. Her voice is not a crime. It is resistance. It is survival. It is oxygen breaking glass ceiling. And if the system trembles when she speaks, then maybe the foundation was built on her silence. Her voice is not a crime. It is a verdict. And this time, she is the judge.
Timekeeper. 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Judges, please. 7, 10, 9, 10, 10. So we take the 7 down, please, and 1 10. So 10 plus 10 plus 9 is 20. Yes, 29. So the next slammer is Porcupine. Give it up for Porcupine.
You're 14. He tells you you're different. I love you. He says it softly, often says it until it begins to feel like oxygen. You believe him because no one has made you feel chosen before. If you loved me, you would. He takes what isn't his and says, don't tell anyone. You say, okay, but you don't know that okay is surrender when it is spoken by a child because he calls it love. She's 13. He does not bother to rename it love. He takes. She screams, the kind that leaves fingerprints on walls, the kind that scratches the air raw. Her thought becomes a locked room. Keys swallowed. Her no, a bird beating its wings against ribcage bars. 14 tries to wash her skin, scrape the guilt, hoping it's ladders. 13 tries to sleep, but her body keeps replaying the sound of her own voice breaking. They both learn the same lesson. Good girls don't ruin or accuse men. They endure. Be soft, sweet, be silent. 14 speaks. The room grows careful. Voices lower, chairs scrape, doors close. No police because court is too messy. What will people say? No consequences because think about his future. Think. They will ask 14, why didn't you say no? Ask 13, why were you there? As if geography is a factor that invites violence. Her thought is still that locked room, but the door is shaking now. Silence is a coffin that buries the living, and she is tired of attending a honed funeral. Her voice is not a riot, it is a lighthouse. It is not rebellion, it is oxygen, a pulse check on a society that keeps flatlining whenever girls speak. 14 was not in love, she was groomed. 13 was not dramatic, she was violated. "13 was not dramatic, she was violated. Neither of them were crimes, but what was done to them was. You fear her voice because it shakes foundations built on quiet suffering. Because if girls stop whispering, men who hide behind respectability lose their hiding place. Because if daughters start speaking, family must choose between truth and comfort. Listen closely. That trembling sound. It is history cracking open its jaws. The locked room is splintering. And this time, we are not swallowing the key.
Timekeeper. 3 minutes and? 3 minutes and 7 seconds. Judges, please. 9, 9, 10, 10, 9. We take that 1 9 down, please. And this 1 10. So 9 plus 9 plus 10 is 20. Yes, 28. The next slammer is Belle. Give it up for Belle.
I was taken, not loved, not chosen, taken. When my dream was still wedding night, when I still thought the first time meant something, when I believed it come wrapped in vows and slow kisses, not in silence and shadows. He took it with hands that felt like iron and eyes that didn't see me, just a body. A thing. And I didn't scream, didn't fight, didn't move, because fear is louder than any voice I've ever heard, and shame is quicker than any scream I've ever made. I didn't tell, because who listens? Who listens to a girl with shaking hands and a story that makes people shift in their seats? I kept it, like a secret I have no right to carry, like poison I drank daily. It sat right in the middle of my chest, unspoken, unheard. I joined group chat,
sat in circles I didn't belong in, laughed at jokes that didn't reach me because I was too ashamed to be outside and too broken to be seen without a mask. And they said, "You've changed. You're different now." I see if I wanted to be. I see if I signed up for this. I watched them fall in love, date, talk about first times, talk about dreams. And me, I learned to disappear quietly from plain sight, learned to smile through cracked lips and keep quiet with a mouth full of scars. I don't open up, because when I did, he taught me what opening up cost. So I wear my silence like an armor, and they call it pride, they call it attitude, they call it walls. But it's none of that. It's survival. Do you know what it feels like? Do you know the hard part of it? I never said his name, never tell the story, because the world doesn't want to hear it. They want to see you healed, smiling, moving on. So I carry with it, I live with it, eat with it. But today, this is the farthest I can go. And if my voice trembles, let it. It's not a crime to speak from wounds. Thank you.
Timekeeper? 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Yes. Judges, please. Eight, 7, 9, 8, 9. So we take the 7, please, down, and the 9. Thank you. So 8 plus 8 plus 9 is 25. Exactly, 25. And the next person is Miss Perfect. Give it up for Miss Perfect.
I am the mother with a voice to tell her story. So allow me to speak my mind. My voice is not the crime. Address the crime. Address the cry of girls sentenced to silence. And they say it is one of those things. But it's not. It is not one of those things for a 6-year-old girl to know pain that consumes her so much that her only coping mechanism is hitting herself in the face 24/7. I am a bad girl. I'm a bad girl. I'm a bad girl just to feel complicit to a harm done to her. Maybe that would ease the pain. Can you imagine? Your 6-year-old girl waking up beside you, but does not remember you because she remembers a bad boy. And though she calls your name and seeks refuge in you, she wants to run away from you because all she sees in you is the bad boy. This is not one of those things. A 6-year-old girl living with the ghosts of living men, monsters who lied to her, stole from her, and killed her. Innocence, her sanity, her dreams and education, her peace of mind. And I am the mother, nursing a wound that lives in my daughter's mind, hurts in her memory and bleeds in my heart. I am the mother, crying, trying to tell my story, to tell her story. This is her story. A 6-year-old girl who was still learning her words when the world stole her voice. Shh, don't tell. She was told. So she never told. And now she lives with scars that never heal enough to be forgotten. And don't you dare make this about her. Don't flip this to guilt trip her. Body is not the crime. Address the crime. Address the cry of girls sentenced to silence. Because this is not one of those things.
Timekeeper. 3 minutes, exactly. 3 minutes. Judges, please. Ten, 8, 10, 10, 8. We take that 1, 10 out, and this 1, 10 out. This one, yes. So 10 plus 10 plus 8 is 28. Exactly, 28. So the next slammer is Essie. Give it up for Essie.
Cut off her clitoris and save the world from a pervert of a woman. What is a woman who has feelings and can call sex and call sex for the pleasure of it? She doesn't deserve it. Cut off her clitoris. I walk the earth labeled a criminal because I popped out of my mother who never made it alive out of labor. Mixed with her gushing blood, popped out with a V shape from beneath, just like my mother. If being born a woman was a crime, if my body is my crime, is my voice too? Come for my tongue then. For so far as I have one that it took me decades to discover its presence, decades to discover the use of a tongue, a soft meat that is a two-edged sword, bleeding by its nature, red and dangerous, capable of calling peace by name and shouting it away. Peace I have never known. With hot blood flowing from a place I never knew. Oh, I rage with my voice and my tongue beating war drums. But you tell me, forgive, peace, be still. I look up and I wonder where you were when my body was subjected to undeserved pain. If my body is a crime, is my voice too. You tell me to shut it, else I'll be thrown into another label. The ones that move at night and bring bad omen. Oh, I wish I was a witch. Together with all the women you labeled so. So we take away your peace, your sleep, and your guts. The next girl will not be circumcised. Her clitoris will not be removed and stitched to serve the insecurity of some men and some women who guard the gate of some toxic culture. No, not under the watch of a coven of witches who have seen enough blood and pain. You made a crime out of my body, but my voice is not a crime.
Timekeeper? 16. 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Judges, please. 9, 10, 9, 8, 9. Can we take the 8 down and then the 10, please? So 9 plus 9 plus 9 is 20? Yes. 27. Yes. So the next person, the next slammer is Effa. Give it up for Effa.
So because my curves are not well defined, you've not realized I'm also a woman. Because my mountains don't look soft and firm like fantasies carved for approval, you no longer remember feeding from them. And because my valleys can't dance to the beats of your drums, you've forgotten I carry life in them. I am the roundness of the earth beneath your feet. I am the breast that fed civilization and the womb where seeds become nation. But because you've forgotten that your first lullaby was to the rhythms of my reign, you go around preaching womanhood in conference rooms whilst ignoring my womanhood, as though I wasn't the original womb. The forest is my hair, thick and sacred, yet you cut it off without consent. The soil, my skin, dark and fertile, yet you scrape it for gold that cannot even feed you. The ocean is my blood, moving through the land, yet intoxicated by your impurities. So I chuckle when you say, protect all women while standing on the broken ribs of the first. Or am I not woman enough? Because you encourage women to speak, but when I do, you call them storms. When I protest, you call them disaster. And when I try to make a point, you call it environmental inconveniences. Tell me, am I not woman enough? Because you rush to save a woman when you see her pride being broken, but you stay silent when you see my forest burn. Listen carefully. If I dry, you test. If I burn, you choke. And if I collapse, you fall with me. This is not rebellion. It's a plea to be sustained. This is not outrageous. It's a cry for clean air. Because every woman deserves life. And nature is also a woman. And her voice can never be a crime. Thank you.
Timekeeper. 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Judges, please. 8, 9, 9, 9, 8. Can we take this 8 down, please, and this 9? So 9 plus 9 plus 8 is 26. 26. So the next slammer is Poshford. Give it up for Poshford.
They say silence is golden. Here's what they don't tell you. It's only golden when it's plated over a woman's throat. It starts like, don't be too loud, it's not ladylike. Don't talk when he's angry. You know, man, what needs to be the food to make love work? But tell me, is it love if he twists the knife deep into my throat and asks if I'm bleeding, turns a blind eye to my screams, the knife is still sinking, his heart's so cold like Palma, he cares not about my matter, breaking me into dreams, he cannot shatter, he takes shots at me because I dared to speak. That's a foul. The traditional man wants a woman to be subservient, quiet, and yielding. Yet he never falls in love with subservient women. In fact, he's attracted to the loud, opinionated one. He calls her stubborn, feisty. You want her? He's like an exotic bird collector. He wants the loud one because his dream is to tame and put her back in the cage. He wants to brag about the wild thing he caught, but he's not ready to listen to the wild thing's thoughts. He wants the prestige of a lioness, but the stillness of a trophy. He wants a masterpiece he can claim, but a voice he can mute. So he starts with the taming, uses a chisel, chips away at my stubborn edges until there's nothing left to hold on to. He's not building a home, he's building a cemetery for my opinions. Be quiet. He whispers, a quiet woman is a good woman. A broken wing is a loyal one. Be mute. But a heart that's been forced to hold its breath eventually has to scream, you're choking me into silence, playing world's strongest with your domestic violence, all because you cannot stand my defiance. I will not be your appliance. We waved our flags yesterday, said we're free. I wave my truth today and you call it a crime. But the real crime is your claw around my neck, your fist splitting my lip, but still, I'll rise like two Jimmy, absorbable and unstoppable. My voice is not a crime. Her voice is not a crime either, Your Honor. It's the evidence, the verdict. Set her free.
Timekeeper. 30? 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Judges, please. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So we take this 10 down and this 10. So 10 plus 10 plus 10 is? 30. Yes, 30. So our last slammer for tonight is Jay Mensah. Give it up for Jay Mensah.
Permit me to reintroduce myself. My name is Jay, the only woman among 3 men in a household, and I'm tired of being the woman. I'm tired of my femininity, not my strength. I'm tired of carrying what was quietly placed on my neck without consent. I'm tired of hearing, Jay, you are a girl, as if that sentence came with a job description, endorsed in ink like a general prescription. You see, from where I come from, women are not allowed to raise voices. We raise children, raise pots from fire, raise laundry in baskets again and again and again until we finally lay in our caskets. From where I come from, a woman must wake up before the clock to sweep the compound without a touch. Food must be prepared at dawn and served before the day is born. We wake up before the rising of the sun, yet sleep after the satisfaction of every woman's son, and yet we are never allowed to utter the word tired. As if speaking the truth was rebellion. As if boldness was disobedience. We are taught to endure, not to express. Answer a couple of questions in class and you are trying to impress. You see, my mother taught me how to wash, how to scrub colors and to surrender their stains. She taught me how to clean, how to sweep corners like dust was my personal enemy. She taught me how to cook, how to measure salt with my fingers and stir without tasting, how to pound fufu without complaints, and no soup was ready by its smell. But she never taught me how to stand up for myself. Not because she didn't love me, but because she never learned to do the same for herself. She wasn't taught differently, so she taught me what she knew. How to endure, not to resist. Silence must be the core if you really want to exist. A woman must not be loud. Men don't like loud women. A woman must be strong and tough to birth a generation, but also soft enough to listen to her husband's every instruction. A woman must attain education, but can only practice if granted permission, as if her degree is a decoration framed and hung neatly beside submission. Reset. Permit me to reintroduce myself. My name is Jay, and I refuse that position. My mind is not a museum for wisdom. My throat is not a storage room for knowledge. I will not keep my voice locked. My ideas caged. I am not permission property. My voice is not a crime. It is truth. It is fire, and it is mine.
Timekeeper. 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Judges, please. 10, 10, 9. So that 1 9 down and 1 10 down. So 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 30. Yes. So I ask kindly His Royal Highness, Mr. Black, to come on stage.
Thank you, Angie. Let's show them all some love. Let's show them all some love. Let's show them all some love, yeah? It has been really a tight show. Really, really tight. And, okay, wait. I'm coming here. All right, so before we give the total score or we say who wants what, we want to have our guests who have come from Kenya to share with us some peace. Let's show some love and welcome, right? Yeah, show some love. Let's keep clapping until she gets here. Let's keep clapping, yeah?
First, I just want to take a moment to thank everybody who has come out in the audience, because words are wind without your ears to hear them. Thank you for supporting these incredible artists. Very difficult acts to follow, to be very honest. So I'll bring one that I did in my slamming days that still stays with me today. Wera wera, wera shaku. Wera wera, nera yakwa, ni yakwa. You work for me. But I'm tired of seeing my countrymen bleeding for the sake of your fees. See, you work for me. But I cannot believe in your incompetent grinning at my nation's needs. You work for me inadequately, selfishly stabbing our unity, spitting at the beauty and diversity, disrespectfully rubbing dirt in the wounds that it should be your duty to heal for our children's prosperity. Don't we drive on the same roads you'd rather take on loans? Or aren't you here too? You work for me, not the other way round. When you mess up, it's your job to with shame face the ground, to get up and run when any warning bell sound, not measure your rocks for some heat-beaten crowd. You don't care what parties I go to. Why should I care the other way around? What schools will you build? Where and how? Can't you feel the vibrations? My lake's suffocation, can't you see your reflection before we all drown? You work for me just in case you forgot it. My anger has passed the point where I lost it. The time has now come to get real or eject. Thank you. I recently started to try to sing. We'll save that for another day. Okay. This piece is called I Was Not Made to Amuse. One day, they will ask me for my autograph. May my blush never subside. One day, they will ask me for an interview, honored that I could find the time to allow myself to be unscrewed. In a bid to keep their audience glued, there are questions designed to amuse. And coming up next, just for you, we package publicity to make it personal. Their lies are intravenously slipped into free water flavoring our coffee. Then there are the questions they will not ask. They will paint my face to reinforce a mask. When did you start writing? Is approved by the editor, but why didn't you stop is not. So I'll answer now for the questions they'll pretend they forgot. I couldn't stop writing when Daddy was impressed. I couldn't stop writing when Mama taught me that practice makes perfect and didn't teach me how to settle for less. I couldn't stop when my geekiness meant that the cool kids wouldn't miss a chance to laugh at my best. I couldn't stop when I had paper and a pen in front of me, though I was supposed to be studying for some French test. I couldn't stop when I grew up in an age where writing a love letter meant you're desperate. So I still have a chest of poems to crushes who crushed me when all I had was an awkward smile and shaky legs. I couldn't stop when I knew I couldn't cry in public for a statutory date rape that would never shame the culprit. I couldn't stop when Maya taught me that the caged bird sings. And when I discovered that I too am a phenomenal woman, I knew that lit a fire that would not accept minimum. So I write through the night, drafts and drafts, hundreds of poems that may never be quite right serve as practice for that one piece. That one immortal piece is the treasure by which I will measure my success when my hair rests on a pillow, wood encased. They will ask, what made you a success? They will not be able to ask what stopped me. Of course, this world is filled with excuses we use to sit and have fits about how successful people owe us their success. So I made a list of all the cute things that could have stopped me, but kept me going instead. I was too young. I didn't have the right dress. I'm the wrong color to be identified with. I don't want to outstage whoever's coming next. I couldn't find the time. Stage fright shakes my bones to my neck. They don't understand me. If I speak my mind, I might as well be getting undressed. It was too hard. It doesn't pay. I didn't feel like getting out of bed today. All the things I could say if I never push myself, work myself, scare myself to a point where any camera will be bothered to record what I say. They will ask, how did you fall upon exposure? They don't want to know about the times before I learned to shout above the drunken hums that weren't bothered to listen to spoken word. When calluses deformed my middle finger, I just changed the way I wrote. They want to know about my rise to fame, not about the times I lay under the herd, crouching, cowering from the stampedes that form crowds in this disinterested world. They want to see a smiling face, a two-dimensional role model. They don't understand. My hurdles scarred my shins and made me stronger, bolder. The beauty in truth has to be sought for. The curvatures and the welts from life's daggers hold in them the secrets to true success, but to stop the beautiful, amusing, doll from making anybody else feel less, we have to apply mascara. Foundation. Smooth away any formative facial lines that would confess that endless comfort zones in themselves concede any real shot at victory. Even in giving life, we bleed. And I would hate to see a day where there is footage of me where I can't be seen for my wholly human, perfectly imperfect being who wears her crown of blood and sweat in beads proudly. Thank you.
Ehalakasa. Ehalakasa. The final hour. So we had a tie between Adiza, AB Inshira, Inshi, Porcupine, and Miss Perfect. However, it does not fit within the first three, so we don't want to go and break them. Because we have a clear first three, so we want to. Can we please project that so that the audience can see? If you need the numbers, we all have the numbers by the scores, everything is there, so can we project? So you can see, third round, who got third, 88 point, and then the second, 89, and Posh Ford, 90, is the first champion. So you can see for yourselves, it's just here. You can see for yourselves here. These are the total, and then the first three we needed. Where is Ibo? All right, so we'll call Crystal and Raya to come help us. Wait, guys, wait. Are you, your faces, are we okay? Are we okay with what we are saying? No, don't worry. If you have anything, let's clear it here right away. The scores are there. Please, let's put the projection there again. Let's project. Projection. Okay, look at it. If you have any issue, let's deal with it right here, right now. The tie between the four that I mentioned is 79. They each got 79. If they were within this first three, we would have broken their tie, but they are not. So we cannot break it. So as you can see, Olamide, Poema, and Posh Ford. This is as simple as it is. So if we can show them some love, let's show them some love and let them come out. Let them come out. We want to invite Raya and Madagana to come up here. Raya, Madagana photographers, can they be on standby? We will first present to, so thank you. We have a cash prize which is not physically available of 500 Ghana cedi for the third place, and then 3,500 for the second place, and then the 3,000 Ghana cedi for the first place. Let's show them some love. Let's show them some love. So let's welcome first, the third one. First, let's welcome. No, this is it. Yeah. Where is Olamide? Where is Olamide, right? Let's show some love. Let's show her some love. Let's show her some love. Please, you can come close to the, yeah. All right, let's show them some love. Show them some love, yeah? Camera. Congratulations, congratulations, yeah. Thank you. Kindly stay. And then Zibo, second, yeah. Olamide, please, you can come here. And Madagana, and just come in the middle small for better photo. Yeah, and yeah, so the second person, Poema, please, let's show Poema some love, yeah? Poema some love, yeah. Yeah, you are a very social media person, I like that, yeah. All right, let's show them, you come on like this, come on, yeah, okay, super, all right. Oh, you are not clapping because Enyamo Diana, oh, yeah, thank you. Then finally, let's show some love for Posh Ford. Show some love for Posh Ford. Show some love for Posh Ford. Show some more love for Posh Ford. It hasn't been easy. This is a really tight competition. Let's come to the left. Let's come this way. Let's come. Super. All right. Photographers. Yeah. All right. Super. Let's show them some love. Yeah. Super. Now, all three go. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you so much. You can get in, Bertha. You in the middle. Poshford in the middle. Yeah. And we have something for all the slammers. Yeah. Super. Thank you all so much. Stay. So we will have all the other slammers come up and join them at the back. So you come forward small. So all the slammers, please come up. We've really run out of time. Yeah. Let's come. Let's show them some love. This has been amazing. It has been a very long journey. Long journey. Photographers, are we okay? Get inside, yeah? Or let's show them some love. Photographer, are we okay? Are we cool? Okay, he's coming, yeah. Boss, why are you here? Oh, okay. Are you smiling? Okay. All right. Thank you all so much. But stay. We have here some packages from someone who is really thinking about what we are doing for young women, and he's also here in person by the name Justice Lampo, if I pronounce the name correctly. He is the Executive Secretary for the GRA Workers Union. Is that correct? GRA Workers Union. Kindly please come and present this to them individually yourself because you wanted to do this. We don't know what is inside, so if you have a short word to say to them also, please you can do so. And we really appreciate you so much.
Good evening, everyone. It has been very lovely to be here with you this evening. And we've listened, we've heard, we've learned. What I can say is that it's a good beginning. We hope we've all learned from the little mistakes we've made, and we'll do better come next time. Thank you so much, and I'm proud to be with you this evening.
Maybe we'll have you present it 1-1 to them. Yeah. So you take one and then you leave. You leave the tray there. Come take one and then you depart. Yeah. Yeah. My name's day. Okay. Okay. So your names. Hey, I didn't even know about this. Wow. Your names are branded on the bag. Yeah. Can you see? So come for your name. Let's show them some love. Thank you so much, GRA Secretary General. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right. So you this way. Yeah. You get it and then you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Hey. All right, nice. Who is next? Who is this? Let me see. Miss Perfect, please come up. Next is Say Word, come up. Camera. Say Word. J. Yeah. Divine Joy. AC. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. AC. Abisi. Who? Okay, Abisi is here. Adiza. Nice, thank you. Hey, Mami AC. Cool. Effa. Cool. Effa. Bell. Hey. What about you, Bell? Hey. Riri. Sorry. Ole. Yes, and then finally. Yes, that's you. Yeah. Give her some love. Show her some love, yeah? Nice. Super. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Doctor. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're really happy for these young ones. You can tell by what has happened here that it is not easy to come and hold this mic and stand here. See how they were forgetting their lines. They've been practicing for months. And so let's show them a last round of applause. Everyone here is a winner, but we just need some 3 people to look up for. However, we will be very glad if you have projection. Boss, ready? So what we want to do is that there are a lot of people out countries who want to have poets from Ghana come visit them. However, funds are very hard coming. And so it will be an honor to have, what's your name? Yes, Poshford. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that it will be an honor to have her travel to another country who wants to have her as a guest. I mean, we are hoping to do that. So if you are here and you feel that you know someone who can support us in these things, especially for like travel tickets, that is one of the important things we will need. We will have some box go around, or there will be a box at the gate if we are going out. Just put your hand in your pocket if you want to do something. Or we'll also project our okay, that's it over there to sponsor. Just take a photo of the number, or if you want to send us a PayPal, you send it to ehalakasa@gmail.com, and we will be very, very glad to have this and make sure that we do what we say. We couldn't tell them we want to give them money, even though we don't have the money. They didn't know what they were slamming for, but we still feel we'll show them that we want to give them something. So if you hear that they are calling us and asking for the money, then you are also involved. So please, let's make sure we're able to give them this prize money and make sure so that we bring her to, I'm not saying the name, but however, we want to do that. So thank you all for coming. It's been a wonderful night, and we are really, really excited that this has happened like this. Ehalakasa! In June, we are hoping that we will do the environmental slam, and then come November or December, the national slam, which we have both men and women joining, will also be happening. So we will let you guys know. However, on the flip side, there is a show on the 9th of May. Can we project that one too? There is a show on the 9th of May Our good friend General Ntatia has a show, and he's in the house here. General Ntatia has a show on the 9th of May, and so if you are in town and you want to see this show at Jamestown, kindly make it a point to be present. They are trying to project it, but they will see it. But please, we have come to the end of the show, and have a wonderful evening, ladies and gentlemen, being a wonderful audience. Thank you all so much. What else? Was finito. All right. Thank you all so much. Oh, you are still sitting. Yapon. Oh, Charlie. Adiasa. Oh, please. Let me say thank you to my timekeeper and then my scorekeeper. Thank you all so much for doing this for us. And the jury, thank you all so much. Thank you, judges. Thank you so much for helping. And the audience, thank you all so much too.
Not because she is loud, but because she is true. She walked through shadows to find her light, carried stories that kept her up at night. Now every breath she drops on the mic turns fear into fire and fire into flight. She's not performing. She's coming home to the sound of a